I'm here suing my mother for the price of an engagement ring, which was $3,700 that I purchased for my fiance. My
Okay.
mother gossips and always tells my business, which costs my relationship.
And what business is that, sweetheart?
Basically, my mother tells people,
Get it together, boo.
well,
Get it together.
honestly, my mother's a gossip.
You're 30,
Yes.
and you're still living at home with your
Well,
mom?
I'm back living at home because I was staying, me and my fiance had a place together, which after we broken up, I had to move back home.
So you gave your girlfriend or your fiance
Yes.
a $3,700 engagement ring.
Yes, that's true.
All right. Do you have a photograph of that?
Yes, I do.
Let me see it.
All right.
An appraisal and everything else out
Yes,
there?
I have
Okay.
I have a gym analysis and also the appraisal for the wedding ring as well as the band. The
Okay.
engagement ring as well as the band.
All
He
right.
cheated more after he got the engagement ring.
Okay. All right, Mom, I'm going to get to you just a moment with your little fly hat on over there. So you give this to your fiance,
Yes.
and you are a committed man, or you wouldn't have asked her to marry you, right?
Yes, it's true.
Okay.
I mean,
And-
I still have my rough edges, and I was doing something wrong.
Like what?
Well, like I would hang out all night sometime.
Okay. And
things
so
of
I
that
take it
nature.
your mama told her?
Yes.
What did your mother tell her?
My mother told her if she was her, that she wouldn't be with a man like me, and that she convinced me to buy the ring because she felt like she deserved it.
Your first lady, as you know I am too.
Yes, yes.
First lady, for people who don't understand that, is you are the wife of a pastor.
Yes, so I stay on the phone a lot.
Okay. And so I was going to ask you to remove the hat because this is court. Is that okay? Oh, you look beautiful without it. So tell me what's going on with your son suing you. There's something in law called tortious interference
Okay.
with a contract.
Okay.
But that's really done in businesses. So I'm thinking he's saying you intentionally interfered with his contract to get married, and therefore, because you did that, he's coming in seeking damages for that. Is that a good way of phrasing it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And so he said he had some rough edges, but that you called his fiance and said, girl, if it were me, I would marry.
First of all, he had a beautiful relationship with this young lady, you know what I'm saying, like a dream girl, you know, as far as in Ronald's eyesight and mine also, after I adjusted and got to know her. Okay, and she's the mother of his baby, first child he ever had. He doesn't have but the one. He had always said through life, Mom, make a long story short, Mom, I'm going to, you know, if I have a baby, I'm going to be with that person. I'm going to marry that person. So I encouraged the relationship. I encouraged Ronald to stay with her in the relationship, and I would always talk to him, look, you need to, you know, stop cheating on this girl if this is what you plan to do, because everything that goes on at night does come to light. So actually, he really told on himself. When she would call for my opinion, with me having a closeness with her, I never did just straight out tell her that he was a cheater. She knew he was a cheater. If you leave home on Friday and you're not back to Monday or Tuesday, you are a cheater.
You leave him on Friday and you don't come home till Monday or Tuesday, what you out tipping doing?
Exactly. So, you know, he put himself in that position.
You got to smile yourself off of that, all right?
Well, I had to smile because I really feel like this. If I had a problem in my relationship, then that's my relationship. I don't see how my mother gets involved in the middle of my relationship.
I don't call her to get in their business. She calls me to put me in their business.
So she called you and
Exactly.
she said,
Now, I had went so long with avoiding, because I'm not going to lie. I will avoid a question to keep from lying. If you call at 12 o'clock at night and back at 7 o'clock in the morning, you're not home that night, and then you're still not home that morning. So actually, she knew he wasn't there.
Did
know,
you
he's,
tell her-
Mom, just say I'm asleep. No.
did you tell her though that if
He's
he
not-
were my,
he's not here.
if I would marry him if I were you?
No, I did not.
You never said that.
Actually, what happened was, she probably took him back probably 20 times. We would ride around looking for him at the clubs and trying to, you know, help
You were
him.
in the car with her looking for him?
No, me and my
Yes.
husband. Me and my husband. No, when we was in the car looking for him, he had a car and was gone the whole weekend, and she had to go to work on Monday. So she needed her car. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But as far as me telling her that I wouldn't have him, he chose those words to say. Actually, what it was, I told her to stop taking them back.
Mama's got a point. Now, I can hear the comments already from all these men being like, it's none of her business what her son does and she needs to mind her own. So I'm gonna take the controversial take. Good for you, Mama. If you know your son is doing wrong by his girl and you step up and you say something, that is the right thing to do. She sees her son, knows that he's out cheating, he's gone all weekend long, which is crazy. What is he doing all weekend long? While the mother of his child is at home with their baby. Here he is trying to blame his mom for airing out his dirty laundry. Meanwhile, he's doing the things that would actively be destroying your relationship and blaming it on his mom for it finally blowing up in his face. Finally, a mother who doesn't excuse her son's bad decisions, but instead holds him accountable for it.
Even though he's your son, you decided you were going to put truth over the fact that he was your blood.
Well, woman to woman, I did that. I didn't tell her he was cheating.
Okay.
She already knew he was cheating. The only words that I said to her that he took and put them in his own version was stop taking him back and he might have a reason to change.
Okay.
If you
so
want
you were
this
just giving her some woman-to-woman
exactly.
advice.
I was tired of the clothes being on my porch and back to her house. My porch back to her house.
Oh, she would do that when she put him out?
Exactly.
She'd bring the clothes and leave them on the porch?
We drag them upstairs, drag them back out a couple of days later.
Okay.
You know, so it
was a lot of drama going on.
She done did the hop the woolly in my front yard, ma'am.
Benicia, come on up and tell me what is this thing about what you all are saying about your mom?
She will open up your mail. She will.
Now, both of you live at home?
No, I have my own place now. But when I was staying there, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and some kind of way she will open up the mail, but it'd just be a little bit too perfect for a 3-year-old to open it. But I know she'd open it. She will, if I call someone from her house, don't want to call from my cell phone, I have to push a button on the phone. So when I leave out, she won't redial and be like, who is this? This and the third. My brother would be on the internet. She'll go in there and look and see what he writing to somebody or whoever.
Well, what I'm concerned about is you really think she's a gossip, particularly she's the pastor's wife, and the first lady has to take a lot of secrets in. Trust me, people do a lot of confidences to you, and you can't share that. So I know that I read in your lawsuit that when you went back home and you went to church, Ronald, everybody was saying, Ronald, you need to change your wicked ways and stop all of this running around because your mother had told on you?
Be honest with you, my mother don't gossip about confidential business between her and the fellow church members.
Okay, what does she gossip about then?
She gossips about our business.
Okay, well, Ronald, let's deal with it for just a minute. Okay? Were you out there having an affair?
I did have an affair.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Oh, all right. So she wasn't lying then?
Well, no, she wasn't lying, but the fact is that she told it. I mean, I don't feel that it was my mother's position to tell my fiancé anything about my business.
Now, she's close to your fiancé, right?
When she want to be.
When she wants to be.
Okay, but she's the grandmother of her daughter. So naturally, she's going to be close to her, right?
In a way.
In a way?
She'll be close.
All right, are you all close to your mama?
Yeah.
Yes, we're very close.
Okay. So although you're close to her, she can't be all that bad.
Well,
especially you, Ronald, you living up underneath her house.
We love her. We love our mother.
Okay.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm a professed mother's boy. And I will admit that. And I believe that's what gives my mother that's what makes my mother think she can stay in my business. But I mean, even though I'm standing under her roof, I mean, I'm 30 years old, ma'am. And the reason why I'm back is because my relationship is over.
The reason you're back is because your relationship's over. So why is your relationship over? Because you cheated, and your mom so graciously brought you back into her home. And I'm gonna challenge you, okay, to think about this. A mother cares deeply about her children, wants them to do well. Her son is constantly in and out of her house. He's getting kicked out by his fiance, he's cheating, everybody knows that he's cheating, and he just won't change. And this is her son, her baby boy. He said it himself, he is a mama's boy. So who is the first lady supposed to confide in about this? Does she not have the right to vent about the problems that she's dealing with her son, who's constantly constantly in and out of her house. So is it really gossip? Or is she just talking about what she's experiencing currently in life? Is she just talking about her concerns for her son? I'm sorry, but if a man is constantly getting kicked out and moving back into your home, it is absolutely your business.
Well, you can start your life over.
Oh,
When
yeah,
you say
I'm
you're
in the
mama's
process of
boy,
doing
what
that
does
now.
that mean?
I'm in the process of doing that now.
What does a self-professed mama's boy mean? What does that mean?
Meaning that I go to my mother for a lot of advice, and I tell her all my business.
Well, look.
But if I,
Oh, Lord.
but if I
You
tell
can't
her,
have it both ways. All these women sitting up in this court, even Damon not going to go there, right, Damon? There's no winning this one. I'm sorry. We're supposed to let you, all the women of the world, supposed to let you be able to con this good girl who's trying to do right by you, and you're going to put your mother in a position to lie for you. Boom,
I didn't
boom, boom,
ask
boom.
her.
Hello.
I didn't ask her to lie for me.
Well, you're really putting her in a bad position.
Yes.
I understand that.
Because, you know, if you're going to really be the man you're supposed to be, and at 30 years old, Ronald, it's time
I
to
know.
get your act together.
I'm in the
You know what
process
I'm
of doing
saying?
all that now.
But why don't we deal with it from the standpoint of what you're saying your mother talks a lot? Both of you are close. Do you tell your mother your business?
Not no more, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Why?
Because it get out real fast.
Okay, so you
I tell
learned.
her stuff that I don't mind, that I done told a couple other people, but a lot of stuff, if she find out about it, she done dug deep to find out about it.
Trina, what's going on with you?
They partners in crime, ma'am.
Are they? Do you
Partners in
think that
crime.
you like to
The
engage
bottom-
in a little friendly gossip every now and then?
They call gossiping being concerned. She's married. So if you got other guys calling my house for you, it's my business.
What has to happen, and I don't know what relationship you have with your kids, but I can promise you that my morals can't be my kids' morals. And as a pastor's wife myself,
Yes.
I know that we have a view of how we think things ought to be.
Oh, yeah.
But take it from a judge who doesn't judge.
All right.
All you can do is raise them and do the best that
That's
you
right.
can.
That's right.
But at some point, you've got to just say, if you want to live this kind of life, you can't live in my house. But after that, you got to let it go. Because you don't want to get too much into it, because then it becomes an issue of trust.
That's true.
And every family has to have trust. Ronald, I think you're not ready to give up all the ladies.
He's not.
Actually, I am now, because after this happened, it made me realize that I was living wrong, or it wouldn't have cost me my relationship, and I still want that relationship back.
Oh, really now? Now, suddenly that you're out $3,800 and you're living under your mother's roof, now you want the relationship to do well? But all the other times you got kicked out, all the other weekends that your fiance was at home wondering where the heck you were, then you didn't want it to do well because you knew she would take you back. Every time she took you back after a couple of days of you at your mom's, and now she's finally respecting herself and putting up a boundary, and you're like, wait, I thought I could live my player life and also have a family at home, but now I'm just a player living at my mom's. And that's not very cool. So now that he realizes, oh shoot, there's no one picking me up from this place. I'm stuck under my mother's roof at 30 years old. Now reality is setting in, and you are feeling the consequences of your own actions.
But Ronald, what I'm kind of trying to get here is you're blaming your actions on your mama. You basically filed a lawsuit.
No, I'm not blaming my actions on my mother. Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm not blaming my actions on my mother. I'm blaming my mother for telling my actions.
I understand that, but when you out there doing your dirt, you take a chance that it's going to be exposed. Because just like your mother said, everything done in the dark will eventually come to the light. I read, at least you said that, Ronald. Your mama came in the strip club looking for you?
My mother will come anywhere looking for me.
Strip club, bars, parties, people's
Trina,
houses.
Miss Trina, come
She'll
on.
knock on my door if I don't
Go
answer my
back,
phone.
it's too much. What happened when you were in the strip club and your mama walked in? I'm curious about that one.
She walked in and was telling me that I shouldn't be in the strip club and that I need to be at home and I need to be taking care of my business. But at the same time...
Ronald, you keep talking about you take care of your business. What kind of business you taking care of in the strip club, Ronald?
Can I please say why I went in the strip club looking for him?
Yeah, I really want to hear that because
You
that's a
wanna hear
bit
that?
much now.
Okay, he had been gone since maybe Wednesday, and this was like Monday. and we had been taking his baby mom, you know, back and forth to work into the grocery store, and she needed her car, and I came to get her keys, and he was at the strip club.
So you walked up in the
Yes,
strip
I
club?
did. Yes, I did. Because it wasn't our responsibility to take her where she needed to go, and I was tired. My husband was tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only way we could get the keys. He come out the strip club. He thinks somebody done stole the car one other time when I went to another club. This was the second club I
But
went
Trina,
to.
okay, let me say.
Same
Trina,
situation.
somebody got to tell you. Now let me tell you.
Okay.
Woman to woman, it's too much.
I know. It really is.
It's too much,
really
honey.
is.
You got to let that go.
I understand.
When you to the
I
point where you are first lady of a church, having to walk up and bust up in, tear up the strip club,
Yeah.
walking in there to go get your child or get the keys, it's too much.
But both times was getting her keys because she felt like that we was responsible for taking her back and forth to work. So the only way we was going to get the keys, one time we had went in a club trying to get the keys. He wouldn't get the keys up. So she had to go home, get her keys from home, and take the car out the lot.
But you
So
see,
he
it's
came
never
out.
going to end because
I know.
imagine you in
I'm
the
done
club,
with it. I'm
he
done
30
with it.
years old, and
I
your mama
understand.
come walking in while the girl on the pole dancing. And you look up and there's your mama.
I have to say, that is a wild thing for the mom to do. But are we not going to talk about the absolute insanity of this man being gone from Wednesday to Monday while he has a fiance and baby at home just so he can be at the strip club? Yeah, the mom walking up in there to get his keys at a strip club is crazy. But the fact that she even had to do that at all, like, it's actually despicable that he's in court.
What you have to do, though, Miss Trina, is to set some boundaries.
I know. I am
Now,
done.
you know all of us
I
know
am-
our boys go out and do whatever they
I
do.
am done.
But I'm not about to step up in no strip club.
I mean, that was the only way we was going to get the keys.
I do understand why you felt like you could bring a lawsuit because obviously I indicated there is something in a business contractual relationship where if someone feels that someone has interfered in their business relationship, it's called tortious interference. But in this case, you made your bed and now you got to lie in it. You were out here messing around on your girl. She found out, albeit through your mother. Although your mother said, all she said was, if you just keep taking him back, he's going to keep doing the same thing. If it were me, or maybe you just said, why don't you stop taking him back and it won't happen. But even if she told, let's just say she told, because I heard from your mama in her papers that responded that her mother was dying of cancer, and at the hospital you went and had sex with the nurse at the hospital. So Rhonda, you out there now. She told
And
her.
brought
You
her
told
to
her
the
she
funeral.
told her.
Brought her to the funeral.
Hang on. I need to watch that again. Did I hear this right?
Because I heard from your mama in her papers that responded that her mother was dying of cancer, and at the hospital you went and had sex with the nurse at the hospital. So Rhonda, you out there now. She told her.
And brought
You
her
told
to
her
the
she
funeral.
told her.
Brought her to the funeral.
Oh my gosh. Explain that. Explain that. I'm honestly speechless because that's the most absurd thing I have ever heard.
And brought the nurse to the funeral. So Rhonda, you out there now. So you can't come in here now.
I wasn't
And
gonna even mention that in
Okay,
court.
you can't come in here now in a
That's-
court of
that's-
law
that's scandalous.
and try to get your mother to pay for the ring because she called off the wedding. In fact, she should have called off the wedding. And I'm glad she did. So at this point, I find in favor, all I ask you to do from a family standpoint is it's enough is enough.
I know.
If you're not
Your Honor,
approving
I know.
of how he's living his
That's
life,
right.
get him up on out your house.
That's right.
But mama,
That's
you ain't
right.
got no business. Please tell me you didn't wear the hat in the strip club. Go and
No,
get it.
this was fine. He bringing up old stuff. That was fine. I
Okay.
wasn't even no first lady then.
All
girl.
right, all right.
I wasn't
all
even no
right.
first lady then.
All right. Well, you don't have a case no kind of way. And I find in favor of the defendant.
Hallelujah.
All rise.
My. What an absolute mess. I'm just gonna take away from this that thank God his fiance got out of that because I can't imagine being engaged to a man like that. Oh my gosh. And he seems to have like literally no remorse at all. He's just kind of like laughing through the entire case, giggling with his sister about the fact that he's a no good cheating scumbag. I'm really curious to know your thoughts on this case. Do you think the mom's gossiping was what caused the breakup, and do you think she should have to pay for the engagement ring? What do you think about his mom stepping up into the strip club to get his keys? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave a like and a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.